Jesus.
And welcome to Hoosac Valley High School, the 8th annual Coaches versus Cancer Showcase Classic. And what a finale we have here after a long day of girls high school basketball, as the #1 ranked team in Western Massachusetts, the Minnetonka Falcons, take on the Hurricanes of Hoosac Valley in a matchup of Western Mass basketball titans here at Hoosac Valley. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Morey, alongside of my broadcast partner, former boys Hoosac Valley coach Bill Robinson. And coach, this is a dandy to finish off a great day here at Hoosac Valley.
Yeah, these are two of the top teams in Western Massachusetts. Minnetonka Division 1 school.
They are.
And they're coming off a loss. They lost to Northampton the other night, but that's their first loss of the season, I believe. And they're plenty big, I'll tell you that.
They certainly are. They're a long team, no question about it. And they feature one of the Super 7 players here in Western Massachusetts, in one Lauren Berry. She is quite an athlete. She's going to go, I understand, to the University of Connecticut to play lacrosse.
No kidding. I didn't hear that. She's, what do you think, Tim, about 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, she's all of 6 feet, no question about it. And
yeah,
she can really move out there. So Hoosac Valley will have its hands full contending with Lauren Berry. You know, Coach, this has been a great day here. Of course, you were one of the founders of the Coaches versus Cancer Classic back in the day when the boys put it on. And you really got it started many years ago. We've had a great run here at Hoosac Valley. This is the 8th year. And before the game, we caught up with Hoosac Valley head coach Ron Wojcik, who puts a lot of effort into organizing this event. We're with Ron Wojcik here at the 8th annual Coaches versus Cancer Classic. First, Coach, about the event itself. It's been a great day here.
It really has. We lucked out with the weather. Just got rain, no snow. Had a good turnout, nice following with all the teams, and hopefully we'll put some dollars in the American Cancer Society today.
Yeah, absolutely, for a great cause. Now, let's get down to the important stuff. You guys are coming off a great game, victory over Wacona, down at Wacona. That really was an outstanding effort by your squad.
Yeah, the kids played well. I thought both teams played their hearts out. Could have went either way down the stretch. We made some big plays. Gabby Billets came up big with us rebound-wise. Sarah Field defensively on Furlong. And, so for us it was a big win. And, hopefully we can carry that over into tonight.
Doesn't get any easier tonight, though. You got a real challenge with probably the #1 ranked team in Western Mass and Minnetonka.
Yeah, they are. They're #1 ranked team. They have 3 kids, right around, one's a 6'3" kid, center Barry, who's a great basketball player, and they have a couple other girls, 5'11", 6 foot. They press the whole game, trap and run, and it's going to be a huge challenge for us tonight.
Coach, good luck, and congratulations on another successful Coaches versus Cancer.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. And it certainly has been a very successful day here at Hoosac Valley. And Coach, you alluded Minnetonka got beat the other night by Northampton, the first loss of the year. They come into this one with a record of nine wins and 1 loss. Hoosac Valley, on the other hand, comes off a huge win down at Dalton when they defeated Wacona in a real thriller down there. They now stand at 8-3.
Yeah, we saw Wacona earlier tonight just demolish Quabbin. They look really good tonight, Wacona did. And but Hoosac, great win. See if that picks them up here tonight. But this is a different animal, I think. This Minnetonka team, they're really long, like I said earlier. And I think they're the top team, ranked the top team in division in all of Western Mass this year, correct?
They are. They are #1 in Western Massachusetts. Coach, for Hoosac Valley, the keys to the game tonight?
Turnovers. Obviously, you can't turn the ball over and let this team run out on you. You got to protect the ball. You got to somehow hang in there in the rebounding wars. Rebounding and turnovers, obviously, those are the 2 biggest things in any basketball game, but especially here tonight because this team has definitely got the size advantage over our girls. And we got to play our game. It's the pressure on the defensive side see if that really does bother Minichog, or if Minichog just plays to their strength and their size. If they can beat pressure through their size. It's going to be interesting to see how they match up. Minichog's going to come out and press Hoosac, I'm sure. They run a little press, so they're not just big and slow. They're a pretty athletic team. So, but we'll see. We got to battle on the boards. We have to.
Yeah, and interesting. You look at the statistics for Minichog. They do score, but they don't really score, particularly from the three-point range. That's not necessarily their strength. They have on the season for three-point scoring just 28 three-pointers. By the same token, Hoosac Valley has shot and scored more than 70 to 80 three-pointers. So there is a clash in styles, and I believe Hoosac Valley is going to have to shoot the ball well tonight to be in this game.
Shots are going to be a little bit more challenged tonight because of the length of Minichog. So that shot that typically goes in, now you're going to have to throw it up over a girl that's got an outstretched arm that's about 6'4", 6'5", and on the perimeter. So, I mean, like I'm saying, it's not just the inside girl, Barry. They got other girls that are, pretty big girls here, 5'10", 5'11". They get the arms up in the air. Now you're shooting over somebody. Hoosac's not used to that, so we'll see. On the other hand, maybe it'll help some of our shots. We'll see.
Well, the horn has sounded now for the introduction of the starting lineups. And we're going to get to those in just a moment, as Minichog and Hoosac Valley now getting some last-minute instructions. And Minichog, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. Hoosac Valley's had the better of them the last 2 years.
Absolutely correct. Same coach, Tim, or is this a new coach? It looks a little different.
This is a new coach.
I thought so. Yeah.
Lily Grona, Madison Sanborn in the backcourt. Emily Strange. And Lauren Berry, number 15. And like you say, Coach, she's all of 6 feet tall, very athletic, can play a variety of positions.
I always tell the youth coaches that I try to mentor, I always tell them, you know what, guys? You get out there as a coach, every now and then glance down the other end and see what's down there. And don't be too impressed. Change some things up and make sure that they can make some adjustments. So we got a first-year coach here at Minichog. Let's change some things up and see if he can make some adjustments. Let's test him right away.
And the starting lineup for Hoosac Valley, Gabby Billets, the freshman, who had a nice night down at Wacona on the boards. Shaylee Levesque.
Another nice night at Wacona.
Riley Robinson, another Super 7 preseason selection. Sarah Field. And Avery McGrath, a sophomore. So we're just about ready to go with the opening tip here at Hoosac Valley. This is the finale of the Coaches versus Cancer Classic, and what a matchup it is between these two outstanding teams. And Lauren Berry will jump it for a bit of chalk against Shaylee Levesque.
Hoosac's going to give up the tip here. They're going to try to get early pressure with Levesque here. She'll tip it backwards. Levesque will come up on the ball, try to put pressure on him right away. Here we go.
Here we go.
Steal
and right
already.
off the bat, a steal there by Levesque. Going to take it to the basket and doesn't score it. And
Barry runs the floor really well. Look at her. She runs the floor really well.
And they convert right away. And they're going to move the ball, as you said, Coach. And there's that pressure.
Turnover.
And it's a turnover right there. So Hoosac Valley missed an opportunity to score right off out of the gate, and they trail here 2-0. Opening moments here of this one between Minichog and Hoosac Valley. Some trapping pressure by Hoosac Valley, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it will go to Hoosac Valley, Coach.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. Let's see what this guy is made of here down at Minichog. He's been pushing teams around this year. Let's see what happens if somebody pushes back.
And Robinson steps
Way out.
back, doesn't get it. And once again, some pressure right there in the backcourt. Ball almost stalled, and they're going to call it. And the charge, Riley Robinson. She had that one lined up from half court.
Yeah, 11 just out of control. You know, and Levesque was putting pressure on her from behind, trying to run her down, and she ran her right into the charge.
That was an easy call for the officials there.
Good play all around. You know, we got to attack. It looks like we're a little.
And here we go. Robinson sets the ball back here. And there goes Sarah Field for 3. Sarah Field gets Hoosac Valley on the board quickly.
There she goes again, 11. Hasn't learned her lesson yet.
Down the lane. And the step back from Chrono. And she hits it for 2.
The hands go up, yep.
That was a 2-pointer. And Minnechaug with a 4-3 lead here. Both teams showing pressure. And Robinson going to set the offense for the Hurricanes. Field looking for, wheels it back to McGrath from the corner.
Rushed it.
No good. Ball on the floor, and it's going to stay with Hoosac Valley. Good hustle play there by Levesque.
I'll tell you right now, Billets is getting some good rebounding position. The ball just isn't bouncing her way right now, but she's going to pick up some rebounds on that backside. She is wide open.
She's open on the inside of the entire score it! Gabby Billets, the freshman, on the interior coach.
Yeah. She's coming. Her play's starting to come around for this team. They need that big body in there, boy. It gives them a different look.
And Billets now goes to the line. Gabby will try to complete the traditional 3-pointer.
Got it. No, missed it.
Doesn't get it. So it is now 5-4 and a tie-up, and it will go back this time to Minnechaug. And Minnechaug, it looks like they're having some difficulty with the Hoosac pressure.
Yeah, 11's really got herself into some jams.
Ball will
She's
stay.
coming out now. They're going to have a second group now. See who picks this group up.
The ball will stay with the Falcons now. 6:03 to go here in this opening quarter, and time out on the court. And Coach, we have a very senior officiating crew here tonight. Mark Wilk, Colin Downey, and Steve Faniff.
Are you looking for a comment from me on that? Or?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment. Remember, Coach, we're live.
Yeah, I get it.
Here we go. Ball in play. Hustled into the front court. Ball tipped.
Barry's size is too much.
Too much on the inside, but she misses the jumper.
Yep,
and
shots.
McGrath wheels out of there with the rebound for Hoosac. Sarah Field steps back. Short. And Riley Robinson on the boards. Offensive rebound. Stays with Hoosac Valley here. Both these teams are playing very hard right now. And it looked like they got away with a push. McGrath steps back and misses the 3.
Billets.
But Billets on the inside. And they're going to call a foul. Gabby Billets was called with the rebounding foul.
Yeah, let him play.
And that's her first. And the first for Hoosac Valley. 5:23 to go here. Hoosac with the 1-point lead. 5-4.
See what Minnechaug's trying to do here. I'm going to try to pass her way through this one. Oh, she's going to stay with Barry. Yeah, that's a good move, though.
That's a nice move there by Gabby Offisick. And she scores 2 to give Minnechaug the 1-point lead. 6-5 here.
A little man-to-man here, Tim.
Yes, they are. They're out of that zone now. Robinson step back. No good.
Billets.
Ball on the floor of Billets. Ties it up, and it will go to Hoosac Valley on the rebounding action. Boy, I'll tell you, Coach, for a freshman, she will tussle with anybody.
Well, I just said that she's going to get some rebounds because she's getting that backside covered, and nobody's really taking her out of that mark. No picks there. You got to pick the girl.
And Levesque looking to penetrate here. And Hoosac Valley will reset the offense.
Brush strokes.
1-point lead for Minnechaug. 6-5 here. And some They're letting them play on the outside. And the ball stolen away there. And Minichog and Barry on the breakout. Misses the rebound. Billets on the rebound. Missed opportunity there for Minichog.
Not sure what we're running here on offense. Everybody's standing around. There we go. Now they're into their flex offense now. Things should be open.
Billets.
They drew Barry outside.
And Robinson throws it up and going to go to the line and shoot a pair with the shot clock winding down. Riley Robinson will go to the line and shoot a pair for Hoosac Valley with 4 minutes to go here in this opening quarter.
Good.
And Robinson with the first. Ties this one at 6-6.
Good.
And she gets them both. So Hoosac Valley now with a 1 point lead. Riley Robinson, 2 for 2 from the foul line there. And again, pressure.
Yep. Oh,
and they let her get away.
Into Barry.
And they're going to call block and foul there. Yeah, they let her get away on the sideline. They looked like they had her trapped. And
they did. They had her trapped right where they wanted her.
Bartolome will go to the line for Minichog and shoot 2 here. And converts to tie it here.
Well, that basket put right in our way, isn't it?
Yes, it is. you learn. You got to, from our vantage point here, high above courtside. Good. And gets them both. So Minichog comes back with the lead now here. 8-7 with 3:45 to go in this first quarter of play. And it's been a good one between these two Western Mass powers. Canales into the game for Hoosac Valley, along with Kaylee Wynn. This is a quick Hoosac Valley lineup. And a ball on the floor. And tied up. And it's going to go to Minichog this time on the possession arrow.
This game is physical.
It is. They're letting
banging in there, I'll tell you.
He's letting these two teams play it here. And it's 3:24 to go here in this first quarter with Hoosac Valley trailing by a point, 8-7. And this has been entertaining right out of the gate. And again, that pressure.
Can't have a girl in the middle wide open. I don't get it. Nope.
Step back 3, no good. And Barry misses the shot.
No, it's not Barry.
No, it's not Barry. I'm sorry. That was Molly Cronin. And the ball stays with Minichog here. They lead by 1, 8-7. And the ball stays
off McGrath
with Minichog. The Falcons, 9-1, number 1 in Western Mass. And the ball crossover dribble. Oh, and could have called it. Could have called it. Let it go.
It's physical out there.
McGrath in the corner. Oh, inside. To Hugger. Seven on the shot clock. Robinson takes it along the baseline. Canales will step back and drain it. Annie Canales for 3.
Wasn't much, but enough to create some offense here by driving.
It was. And Hoosac now with
right down the
and
charge.
And a charge.
Wow.
Picked up there by Hugger.
No doubt in referee Steve Fenhoff's mind, he came out firing that charge call.
Yeah, and a turnover brings it back to Hoosac Valley now with 2:14 to go in this first quarter, and they lead by 2, 10-8.
Boy, Minichog just goes to the basket hard, though, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Right over the top, and here we go. They got the eraser back here, though.
Robinson misses the three.
Win.
And win with the effort there on the steal. Robinson sets it.
Jeez, struggling.
No good. But Levesque gets the long, and she's going to wind it up and miss it. And tipped back by Robinson. Canales.
Nope.
And the rebound by Wynn. That's Levesque.
Levesque.
Boy, oh boy, what hustle there by Hoosac Valley. They were all over that ball.
No.
Yeah, they misses the first. Shayla Levesque now. Hoosac Valley 2 for 4 from the foul line. It's been a little bit of a bugaboo for him this year.
Short.
And she missed them both. Still 10-8, Hoosac Valley.
They're okay.
It's at midpoint. It's stolen there by Levesque. She's going to go in.
Nope.
Lay it up and in.
Spinner.
Shayla Levesque for 2. Whirling dervish, Shayla Levesque there.
Dervish. This number 11's putting him into some odd circumstances. There's a quick shot. Hit it.
And
wow.
She hit it on a run there. That was Molly Cronin. And that was a circus three-pointer. Cuts the Hoosac Valley lead to 1.
Looked like Larry Bird. A runner. The diagonals.
Hoosac Valley moving the ball well here. Six on the shot clock. Sarah Field, long three-pointer.
Good.
It's good! Oh, that was from way downtown. Sarah Field. Well, almost stolen. 30 seconds to go here in this quarter.
Lost it. Wynn's got
it back for Hoosac on the turnover. Here comes Robinson into the forecourt. Sarah Field
deep.
from downtown.
That's
off the
deep.
front of the rim. And the rebound does not go. Sarah Field foul from behind.
Yeah.
With 10 seconds to go here.
Not the 1-on-1 now. It's number 6.
That'll be the 6th team foul on Minichog. And Billets is going to come back into the game for Canales. This is a very fast-paced contest. Both teams
And physical.
going to their bench. Under 10 seconds to go. Robinson thought about it for a minute. Tries to get away from the pressure, and they're going to call a foul on the outside.
You get it before? It's a 1-on-1.
And it's a 1-and-1.
It's a 1-and-1.
And it's a 1-and-1. It's going to go against Madison Sanborn. And Hoosac Valley, Riley Robinson will go to the line now and shoot a 1-and-1 with time expired here in this first quarter. And she drains it. Robinson now 3 for 3 from the foul line.
There's your jinx.
Yeah, I did. I put the jinx at her. So at the end of the first quarter here from Hoosac Valley, it's Hoosac Valley 16 and Minichog 11. And Coach, as you said in the pregame, both these teams are not backing down.
No.
They are pressing and running at every opportunity.
Yeah, like you were saying, it's a fast-paced game, and I'm saying it's a physical game. You know, who's got the deeper bench? We're gonna see, because I think we're gonna have bodies just laid out here by the end of the second quarter. These kids are gonna get tired. I can already see it in Minichog's eyes a little bit here on the bench. They're huffing and puffing.
And, of course, you can catch up on all high school basketball action every week on High School Basketball Weekly, hosted by yours truly and Rick Bua, every Thursday evening at 7:30, Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and Sunday evening at 7 p.m. High School Basketball Weekly on Channel 1302.
Way up top here at the Pigeons perch here in the gym. Looks like a frat party up here, for God's sake.
Yeah, we got Howard Herman here in tow. Howard's been here all day covering this Coaches versus Cancer Classic, and we got an interview with Howard we're going to show at halftime.
We got cans and popcorn bags and cheeseburger bags and everything up here, guys.
Okay, here we go to start the second quarter. Hoosac Valley has the ball. They lead 16-11 over Minnetonka. Movement there.
Gee,
Sarah
deep.
Field from
You don't have to
the
be
next,
that deep.
next county.
Why is she so deep?
And the ball comes back to Hoosac Valley. Robinson looking go hard to the basket. Oh, may have been fouled on that play. And here comes Minnetonka. Out they run. And the layup goes. Count it. And Billets is going to pick up
That's a freshman mistake.
her
right there.
second foul there as Emily Howard scores the basket and will go to the line. And now Coach Wojcik has a decision to make, and it's not much of one.
Yeah.
Billets is going to sit down with 2 fouls, and that's a big loss for Hoosac Valley.
Well, right now though, Barry's out, so they can get away with it, not having that big girl from Minnetonka in there. Got it.
And she gets it. So on the basket, Howard completes the 3-point play, and it's Hoosac Valley with a 2-point lead, 16-14. Robinson, they're going to call it travel. I don't know, but
how about that?
looked like she had that player really running out at her.
You can't fake in high school basketball anymore.
No. And here's this pressure by Hoosac Valley. And a long shot, 3-pointer, no good.
Tough shots here today. Bad shots today.
And Hoosac Valley is jumping out. And the rebounding action there by Levesque, the smallest player on the floor. Step back is no good by Field.
Yeah. I didn't like that one. No numbers there.
Layup doesn't go. And on the tie-up, goes
Minnetonka.
over to Minnetonka. Good hustle in there by Robinson.
Here comes Barry.
And here comes Barry back in, as you said, Coach. So this will be the issue now. Billets on the bench for the Hurricanes with 2 fouls.
Gotta see
And
that.
6:42 to go here in this first half. And they try to
lost
front
it.
her.
She
And
lost
there's
it.
a turnover.
Yeah.
Ball goes over to Hoosac Valley. And Hoosac Valley trying to get into their offense here. A little bit of confusion. And there we go. McGrath, he steps back. For 3!
Missed
No,
it.
that's
Air
sorry,
ball.
it wasn't. It
It's an air ball,
stripped it. Got a little excited there. Blocked out from the perch up above here. Okay, Hoosac Valley inbounding the ball. And they get it in. And Barry out on Levesque. Wouldn't thought about it for a minute. McGrath to the basket. Score it! Avery McGrath.
They drew Barry outside. For some reason, she had Levesque that time.
Yeah, on a switch.
They got her.
And they got her. Oh,
Levesque.
it's on the floor. Levesque
come up
with it. Here comes Hoosac Valley. Back and forth these two teams go. Robinson steps back on the 3-pointer. The short jumper is good by Field. And she's got 8 points. And Minnetonka's going to call a timeout as Hoosac Valley has opened up a 6-point lead, 20-14, with 5:29 to go here in the first half. And I have to say, Coach, this is really, really an up-tempo game, and it's been that way right from the tip.
Yeah, it certainly has. Again, I'll say it again. It's been up-tempo, and it's been physical.
You know, Coach, it's the Coaches versus Cancer Classic, and statistics from the American Cancer Society, approximately 38% of all men and women will be diagnosed with cancer of some kind in their lifetime, and that's why it's so important to continue the fight against cancer. And Coaches versus Cancer, one of the many fundraising efforts towards this fight against cancer.
Great cause. Great cause.
Reviewing action from earlier in the day, we've been here all day long. In the opener here, Frontier beat Lee 55-54 in an excellent one. Mahar was defeated by Lennox. Lennox played a nice game. They beat Mahar 58-53. Greenfield, the Green Wave, beat Drury 52-38. Granby topped Monument Mountain 49-31. Wacona dominated Quabbin 51-25, and Hampshire got the better of Mount Greylock 48-19. So here we go now.
Goodbye.
And the ball could be out of bounds, and it's lost, and it will go over to Hoosac Valley. That pressure.
Coming out of a timeout. That's not good.
Oh, Kaylee Wynn will inbound for Hoosac Valley. They're trying to add to that 6-point lead. Kaylee Wynn steps back, and her three-pointer back rims it, and
Barry.
out comes.
There we go. Barry, get behind you.
She misses the short jumper inside. And a count it on the 3-point.
Are you kidding
on
me?
the Lily Grono comes out of it.
Killer.
Hits the basket and will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play here.
That's a killer.
And it rattles out. And
Abby Bird.
Step back,
Nope.
3-pointer, no good. And again, here comes Minichog.
They just go, Tim. They just go.
And a jumper from the corner is good by
Right back at
Badaloma.
2-point game.
Back to a 2-point contest here. 20-18 with just under 5 minutes to go here in this first half.
Oh.
Step back, doesn't go for Bird. And here comes Minichog. They have the numbers.
They get out and run, don't they?
They do. Robinson clears the board and gets it ahead to Win. Hoosac Valley running the other way.
They still got Barry on Levesque.
Yes, they do for some reason.
Now they switched her.
McGrath down the lane. Her jumper does not go.
That Bird's there.
And they got it
Jump
tied
ball.
up. And it's going to
Minichog.
stay with Minichog on the arrow. 4:07 to go in this first half, and it's been a dandy.
She goes, split him right through the middle.
And that could have been a double dribble there.
That's a carry, wasn't it?
And they're going to call a foul out on front on Win.
Just the team fifth, though.
And Canales is going to check into the game along with Sarah Field in place of Abby Bird. And boy, players coming out of these games, they are winded.
Yes, they are. I'm telling you, the way Miniature goes, they go. There's
And they're
a
going to
foul.
call a foul on top there against Win.
Yeah,
And
50 feet from the hoop.
that's going to
smart.
be her second. And Avery McGrath looks like she's going to check in
That was a quick break.
for Win. She does. Win gave them a lot of energy off the bench.
She does. That's her job. Come in and give them the energy they need. They got this girl backing up. They got her. Ah.
The jumper, no good. To Barry with
Got
the
it.
jumper, good.
Tied up.
Lauren Barry ties it with a 2-pointer. She's got 4 on the night.
Somebody in that middle. It's wide open.
We're tied at 20 apiece. 3:25 to go in this first half. And it's been a dandy. McGrath thought about it for a minute. Back to Canales. Robinson steps back for 3! Riley Robinson, the senior, nails a 3-pointer, gives Hoosac Valley the 3-point lead now. Long 3-pointer, doesn't go. And Robin by
3,
Chrono.
Chrono.
She's got 6 points
Yeah,
now.
big 6.
And it's good save there by Canales. Levesque back rims the three-pointer.
She's going to get it back, though.
And she does.
Jump
and
ball.
they're going to call it jump ball.
Hoosac ball.
Tremendous hustle there by Shaylee Levesque. And Hoosac Valley will inbound the ball underneath the basket. 2:35 to go here in this first half. What a whale of a game we've got.
Canales
for three.
Oh.
Nope. Didn't have her feet set there, Coach.
No, look at Barry run. That's world-class speed right
It really is. Boy, I'll tell you, she can move. But here comes Hoosac Valley the other way. Levesque looks for McGrath. There goes Riley Robinson again for three. Her second in a row. And that's two in a row from three-point land for Robinson. And Hoosac Valley up by 4 now, 26-22.
Travel. Oh, they missed
could have
one there.
been. Step back, jumper, no good. Levesque
I'll tell you what,
clears
Tim.
it down.
I coached 25 years. I never had my hands in my pockets like this guy.
And Sarah Field off the front rim and gets her own rebound back. It trickles out. So Hoosac Valley will get a chance again.
$1:30 to go in a half.
Sarah Field steps back.
Got
for
it.
3! Sarah Field. And she leads all scorers in this game with 11 points.
I'll tell you what, Levesque is one of the toughest competitors. She's a tough pound to pound. She's one of the toughest kids in Western Mass. She's just going to give you everything she's got. She just deflected another one out of bounds.
Yep. 7-point lead now for Hoosac Valley.
So they had to get that one. She shuffled her feet too.
Minichog is a little bit undone with this pressure.
They get that board though. Travel.
And they're going to call it double dribble. So with a minute to go, Hoosac Valley will have the ball back.
Let's go 2 for 1 here.
We might.
I don't know. You can get this.
Sarah Field into the front court. Finds Canales. Oh, Robinson looking for the ball. She can feel it.
She wanted it.
And the backdoor pass to Robinson. On the inside, ball's knocked away. And here comes Minichog on the breakout.
Stay here, Riley. Stay here. You get a cheap one.
And the bunny is missed. Barry with the putback, no good.
That's not Barry.
I'm sorry, that's Cronin. Barry with the jumper, you're right. Cronin, that's Molly Cronin with the jumper. And it's up 29-24 lead. 16 seconds to go in the first half. And the clock winding down. Robinson steps back.
Levesque.
Get it, Levesque. And she doesn't square it away, but that's going to do it for the first half of action here at Hoosac Valley. And the score at halftime is Hoosac Valley 29 and Minichog 24 in a thoroughly entertaining first half of action, Coach.
Back and forth, end-to-end action. Just here comes the music, Tim.
Yeah.
But end-to-end action, exciting play, lots of three-point shots, good pressure by both teams. Minichog's size definitely wearing on Hoosac. Hoosac's aggression and pressure defense certainly wearing on Minichog.
Well, you know, we've had press here all day long, and we are really privileged and happy to get caught up with two of the finer reporters and columnists here that cover sports in high school sports in Berkshire County. We caught up with, from the Berkshire Eagle, sports reporter Jeff Smith. Sports reporter, and Jeff, you've been covering the high school basketball season, and of course we're here at Coaches versus Cancer. A great opportunity for you as a reporter to catch a lot of teams in one spot.
Yeah, this is always part of my one of my favorite parts about this is just how many teams we get to
Both
see
of them are just
on a day like this. You know, we get 7 Berkshire County teams plus a lot of teams that you're also going to see in the Western Mass tournament. You know, there's a lot of potential Western Mass tournament matchups that you see on a day like today. So it's always really nice to be able to get out here and get so much quality basketball done in one day in one gym.
Well, talking about Berkshire County basketball on the girls' side, we're heading into the second half of the season. Of course, our whale of the game.
Just roll Howard
the other
right
night
in after
down
this.
in Dalton as Hoosac Valley and Wacona squared off, and it looks like right now those are the two top teams in Division III.
Yeah, I mean, certainly they have been two of the top teams over the last couple of years, and this year seems no different. It seemed that was a really big win for Hoosac in terms of its momentum going into the second half to be able to go down into Dalton and get a win. I feel like it's been probably 3 or 4 years since the Hurricanes have done that down there. So that was definitely a big one, and it sets up what should be an interesting rematch when they meet again, and potentially these teams have met in the tournament the last couple of years too, so a potential three-peat again with these two programs.
Now let's look at this game tonight for Hoosac Valley. Of course, they're going to take on Minnechaug. Minnechaug may be the #1 team in Western Massachusetts.
Yeah, Minnechaug has certainly played a really good schedule this year. They're a really good team, and they're going to come in, I think, a little fired up tonight, too, because they suffered their first loss of the year on Thursday. You know, you always hope you get a team that's undefeated, maybe overlooking you to come up here, but instead, they're going to definitely, I think, be kind of doubled down and refocused on tonight, and it should be a really great test for Hoosac to see how they match up against a Division I team. I know Ron likes to take on those challenges, and that's another one tonight.
Certainly does. Jeff, we want to thank you for spending a little time with us. We really appreciate your coverage on Berkshire Eagle for the Berkshire Eagle. You do a great job, and thank you for spending some time with us here tonight at Coaches versus Cancer.
Hey, no problem. Thank you very much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Jeff Smith from the Berkshire Eagle. And of course, Jeffrey does a great job covering high school sports here in Berkshire County, but not to be outdone. And we're here with a great friend, a sports columnist from the Berkshire Eagle, Howard Herman. Howard, a couple things. We've reached this halfway point in the high school basketball season. It's really up for grabs both on the girls and boys side in Berkshire County.
It is, and it's been a really interesting season so far. You wonder on the boys' side whether Taconic was going to kind of run away and hide, but they haven't been able to. Jury's been solid. Wacona's been very good, and I think the team that kind of surprising a lot of people, Monument down in the South, Dion Brown. That show he and Scott McGuire Jr. put on last Wednesday night just must have been off the charts.
Another issue, you've been following high school sports your entire career, and of course the MIAA now is considering a statewide tournament format. What's your thinking on that?
Well, first of all, it's going to pass. Don't even worry about it. In a couple years it'll happen. I don't know. I've been torn on it. I'll wake up tomorrow and think it's a pretty good idea, and then I'll wake up on Tuesday and think it's a terrible idea. I was just talking to someone, we were just talking about that. My biggest concern is less about the tournament and more about what it might do for all of the various leagues in the state. It seems like it points everybody into a leagueless, high school schedule. And I'm not sure I like that idea.
Right, it kind of does away with the traditional rivalries and things of that sort.
Well, if you look at football in the fall, as I've told other people, the biggest game in Berkshire County this year was a game that didn't matter. It was the Wacona-Hoosac game after both had been eliminated from the tournament. There were full house at Wacona, great atmosphere. I was told I wasn't there, but the idea that the Berkshire County teams don't play each other by and large anymore is something that's been lost a little bit to history.
Howard, we want to thank you for your great coverage of high school sports in Berkshire County over all these years. We really appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of this season.
Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Howard Herman from the Berkshire Eagle. And, we're just absolutely delighted to have here my broadcast sidekick from North Adams, Rick Bullen. Rick, you've been here for Coaches versus Cancer many years. Of course, people understand this year the significance to you of this particular event being battling cancer yourself and a cancer survivor. It must have some special meaning for you this year.
It does, Tim. I mean, I've always supported Coaches versus Cancer. Back in the days when it was at MCLA and the boys and the girls played,
right.
They started about 8 o'clock in the morning and finished about 10:30 at night. But it's always been for a great cause. But like many, many other families, when it gets to your family and it gets personal, it means so much more. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, it's been a great event here. They raised a lot of money. And of course, you covered the jury game against Greenfield earlier in the day. You stuck around. This is quite a game we got going here between Hoosac Valley and Minichog.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. I think Hoosac's athleticism and their speed are keeping them in it. And I thought those threes were going to fall at some point, and they did towards the latter end of the second quarter. But as you know, with Coach Wojcik's team, since he's been here, if you're a three-point shooter, you have the green light to shoot. And sometimes you live and die by the sword, but it's certainly kept them in the game. Again, Minichog, they love to run, and they come into this game 9-1, I believe, and just with their first loss against Northampton. A Division I team sitting at the top, and Coach Wojcik always picks the cream of the crop to play to make his team stronger, and I think it's going to be a great second half.
It certainly looks like it is, and we want to thank you once again, Rick, for all you've done. Of course, High School Basketball Weekly, you haven't missed a beat. In spite of everything you're going through, you haven't missed a beat. And we want to thank you, really, on behalf of Northern Berkshire Community Television for everything you do and the inspiration that you
Thanks, Tim. I mean, it's been therapeutic for me. I wanted to do our show. I wanted to do the Drury McCann boys and girls games, and with a lot of help from my wife Deb and all my family and friends. It's been good. It's been a battle, but the battle's almost over. I've got my last treatment coming up on Monday, and looking forward to just feeling good again, feeling myself again. And I don't want basketball to end. I'm going to be sad the middle of March, that's for sure.
Well, you know, you've got everybody in your corner, all the viewing public, and of course the great job you do covering primarily Drury and McCann sports. I know they really appreciate it, what you're able to bring out to the community. So on behalf of Northern Berkshire Community Television, thanks so much.
Okay, partner.
And enjoy, I hope, what will be a great second half of basketball action here in Hoosac Valley.
Absolutely.
Rick Bua.
Have a great second
Thanks
half.
a lot,
Tim.
Rick. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's Rick Bua. We're just about ready to get going here with the second half of action between Minichog and Hoosac Valley. Hoosac Valley up 29-24. And gee, well, I don't know if we still have Rick's mic on here, but we do. And Rick, you know, this second half, you saw both these teams. I think it's a test of wills. Both teams were at a high-paced pitch the entire first half.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the same thing again. I think they're going to try to run. Minichog's going to try to run, but Hoosac's done a good job on the glass. They really, really have. They've kept Lauren Berry down to a couple jump shots.
Right.
I'm not sure what her average is, Tim, per game. But
she averages about 11 a game.
And she's a little bit short of that right now. But I see the same thing, and it's going to be strategical between both sides. Of course, logically, sitting with my wife Debbie tonight in back of the Minichog bench, I'm hearing their coach a little bit, and he wants them to get to those loose balls. They're getting beat. They're getting beat on balls on the floor.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct. Well, both teams, Rick, are back out on the floor. We're about ready to get going with the second half of action here at Hoosac Valley. With the score, Hoosac Valley 29 and Minichog 24. We want to thank our special halftime guest here, Rick Bua, and we'll be back now in just a moment with second half action.
4 colors? I didn't know they made those anymore. Oh,
yeah. When I do baseball, they're incredibly good for me because when I put the rosters in, when I put my lineups in my book, left-handers are in.
And the buzzer is just about ready to sound here to start this second half of action. Both teams now coming out onto the floor. Hoosac Valley with a 5-point lead, 29-24. And Coach, it's going to take a lot to top that first half of action as these two teams went at it toe-to-toe.
I expect more of the same here the second half, Tim. I really do. I think this is going to go right down to the wire, obviously. Nobody's going to give an inch.
And here we go. Minichog will have the ball first here, coming out of that halftime. Yeah. And the ball tied up again, and they're looking like they're doing a little bit more of an inside-outside, and that's for two.
Yeah.
Madison Sanborn gets her first basket. And both teams, again, Minichog comes right out pressing. Sarah Field steps back and hits another one. Another three-pointer for Sarah Field, and that is her fourth three-pointer of this ball game, and it's back to a 6-point Hoosac Valley lead.
Hoosac's going to a 1-3-1 half court here. This is something different. They haven't shown this one yet. Gabby doesn't want to get that third foul. She could have taken that ball, I think.
And that's going to be off.
That battle inside. Barry threw Robinson to the ground.
Howard with her second hoop on the inside.
Going to check with that 2-2-1 press.
Cuts the lead to 4 now.
Really hasn't had any effect on Hoosac thus far.
And they're going to say
he's saying she's out.
McGrath stepped on the end line. So the ball will be turned over to Minichog.
I just jinxed them there as you jinxed them earlier, so we're even.
And Hoosac Valley. So,
Travel.
and there's going to be a travel. That'll turn the ball
Just
back.
going too fast for no reason there. The defense is already set up. They want to play fast, I guess, right?
They do.
Man to man.
And Levesque now trying to get this offense set up.
They got to come with a 10-second in the girls' game. They really do.
Robinson thought about it for a minute. Drop
Pass
down
to Bills.
pass.
Yeah, you gotta
and she
catch the
couldn't
ball.
handle it.
Got to catch the ball there, Gabby. She'll learn.
Turnover puts it back in Minichog's hands here. Opening moments of this second half. And Hoosac Valley with the 4-point lead. That pass was thrown up for grabs. That just missed it. And the jumper, no good. Oh, and they're going to
got Barry.
foul there.
They got Barry.
That's going to go against Barry.
It's the second time she's thrown it to the ground. She got away with it the last time down. She didn't need that time. Referee Colin Downey got her that time.
So that's her first foul. First on the team. First.
Staying with the 2-2-1 still. You got to dribble into it a little bit. That's it.
And McGrath brings it up the sideline. Doesn't want to get trapped there in the corner.
You got to watch that, though. You can't turn your back to it.
And here we go.
Got a back dribble.
15 seconds on the shot clock, and that's what Minichog wants to do. Get that shot clock wound down. 10 seconds.
They're on the field.
Inside to Robinson.
Levesque.
Jayla Levesque.
Way off.
And that's going to be a shot clock violation. There's no rim on that shot, and the ball will go back to the Falcons. 32-28, Hoosac Valley, 4-point lead here. 5:50 to go in this third quarter.
Tipped. Yep.
Diagonal pass. Oh, wow. And a nice pass there. Good play inside to Lauren Berry. Starting to try to assert herself here.
Just dribble at it. Just dribble at it.
Yeah, 6 points.
Yeah, who's got on their heels a little bit here? There we go.
Yes, they do.
That's deep.
That is very deep.
Buried
Good again. And she is having quite a night.
Are they going to cover her tonight, or are they going to keep on letting her shoot?
Sarah
Let's hope
Field
they don't.
has 5 3-pointers in this ball game.
And these are Steph Curry ranges.
And they are from way downtown. And she's got 17 points to lead all scores. Hoosac leads it by 5, 35-30. And Howard.
Carry.
And
Carried
it's going to be a carry. And Howard has had trouble against this pressure.
She certainly
all night long.
has. Yep, she certainly has. And they're kind of leaving her back there to handle it on her own, which kind of scratching my head.
Levesque to Field, and she's been on fire. Thought about getting it low to Billets there for a minute.
Not 2 hands on the hip, nothing.
And I'm going to call a travel there. I think a better course there. They could have called a foul, and it looks like Hoosac Valley is going to call the timeout here with 4:53 to go. And Hoosac Valley with the 5-point lead, 35-30. And of course, this 8th annual Coaches versus Cancer Classic, the rundown. It's been a great, great day of basketball. It started at 10:30 this morning with Frontier in a great game, beating Lee 55-54. Followed that up by a great effort by Lennox. They topped Mahar 58-33. The Green Wave of Greenfield came out on all cylinders. Katie Hazelton for Greenfield was a big force in that game. They beat Drury 52-38. Granby, Nora Young leading the way for the Granby Rams, beat Monument Mountain 49-31. Wacona dominated Quabbin 51-25. Hampshire had the better of it against the Mount Greylock Mounties 48-19. And of course, we're here in the second half of this one between Minnechaug and Hoosac Valley, two Western Mass basketball powers battling it out here. Hoosac Valley now with the 5-point lead, 35-30. 4:53 to go here. And Minnechaug will inbound the ball here. And Hoosac Valley now with that pressure man-to-man.
You can take this one. You can take it. There she goes.
Yeah. Barry doesn't get it. Billets away with a rebound now.
Push it to
Hoosac
the
Valley
side. Yeah, want the other side.
looking for McGrath there in the corner. Sarah
Wow.
Field from way downtown, not this time.
No,
And here
deep.
comes Minnechaug. And it's going to stay with Minnechaug there.
Yep.
And Kaylee Wynn will replace Shaylee Levesque, give her a much-needed rest here. Wynn with a lot of energy off the bench in that first half for Hoosac Valley.
There it is.
The runner
That's
goes in. Nice job there
Should have been a turnover, and it ends up in the
for
basket.
the Varchik. And it's 35-32 here. And Wynn in the backcourt. Robinson will settle it for Hoosac Valley now. And the shot clock coming, approaching 10 seconds. In low to Billets.
Yeah,
and she is fouled.
I gotta make that shot though. Got the advantage. Gonna make it.
So Gabby Billets, the freshman, will go to the line.
It's Barry's
and
first.
shoot a pair. I think it's her second
Second. You got it, Tim.
for once.
Yep. Got it.
And Billets.
Can't see here. It's just basket.
It's tough. Now you know what we have to go through. All right, it isn't easy as it looks.
Missed it.
And missed the second. So she's 1 of 3 from the foul line. She's got 3 points on the night.
There it is.
Oh, right
Steal.
there. There's
Yeah.
the steal.
Field's open. Get it back, and let's run an offense.
McGrath down the lane.
Call a foul.
They're
He
gonna call a
did.
foul on the outside, and that's going to be the third team foul.
Two
And it
shots.
looks like she's
Wow.
going to go to the line and get a couple. So
Generous call.
Avery McGrath.
Good.
Yeah, good. Avery has 3 points now. 3:29 to go here in this third quarter.
Good.
Gets them both. 38-32. And Strange working against that pressure. And almost stolen. Jumper,
Missed-
no.
gotta come up with that board.
Good ball stolen away
Billets.
by Billets. Comes away with it. So Hoosac Valley now can open up and expand their 6-point lead. Amy Canales,
Way off.
no good.
Win.
Robinson back,
Way
no
off.
good.
Billets. And one.
foul, and Billets is going to go to the line again. Gabby Billets, the freshman.
Tim, I said it early on. I liked her positioning on the backside.
Yes, you did.
She's come up with a couple big rebounds on that backside. They're not boxing her out. Good shot.
And Billets.
So Minnechaug is playing off of her when the ball's on the opposite side as Gabby. And what Gabby's doing is she's taking advantage of Minichuk playing her loosely and just grabbing position, and Minichuk's not getting back to box her out.
She gets 1 or 2. Boy, that was up for grabs.
Gabby's taking there. Oh, you got to take that. Goodbye. That's what you needed.
And a turnover again now.
Yep.
So Hoosac Valley.
He's opening up the rec league here, letting everybody play. It could be a big time here for Hoosac if they can get a couple baskets.
Robinson right to the basket, and she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Riley Robinson taking advantage here and aggressively attacking that basket. And Hoosac Valley has done that in this second half, as now Minichuk has 5 team fouls, and Hoosac Valley has none.
Got it.
And Robinson, she's now 4 of 5 from the foul line here. 10 points on the night. And a lot of rebounds and steals to go with it.
Good.
Gets them both. Robinson.
9-point lead. Could swell here.
41-32.
This is a break point for Hoosac. Minichuk's got to be careful here. There it is.
Tied up, and they're going to have the ball back.
There it is.
Oh, he called a timeout.
Wow.
They're going to give Minichuk the timeout there. As they had.
Look at their coach. He's laughing. He knew you got away with
everybody tied up over there. Oh, boy. 2:25 to go here. You know, we're here at the 8th Annual Coaches versus Cancer Classic, and within 2018, approximately 1.7 million new cases of cancer will be diagnosed, and approximately over 600,000 deaths will occur. So cancer, we're still battling it. We haven't beaten it yet, and we have to continue the fight.
Just had my colonoscopy last Thursday, Tim. Happy to report it came back clean, so we're good. Everybody's got to get out and have those things, you know?
You
It's
absolutely.
important.
Once you turn 50 years of age.
It's important that you get out there and do it.
All right, 2:25 now here in the third quarter. Hoosac Valley with the 9-point lead. And a steal. Robinson thought about it for a minute. I had in low to Billets.
Billets, power move.
Look at this move.
Look at this.
And
he calls a charge. He calls a charge. That's a crime right there.
And that's a big foul because that will be Billets' third foul.
Girl was hanging all over. That's a bad call.
All right now.
Penalize a girl for being big.
Oh, boy, ball stolen. Billets has to watch out. She's on the floor.
Behind, Wynn's got her. Charge.
And they're going to call a charge the other way.
Yeah.
And that's Robinson's second charge.
Yeah.
Coach.
Out of control. I told you this is a turning point here. He's keeping these kids in the game. I don't quite understand why.
Well, he may be giving his starters a breather because this has been fast-paced.
Maybe. Maybe he's waiting for that final quarter. Right in the middle, wide open, Riley.
Robinson.
See how far they're playing off Billets. I mean, good man-to-man defense, but...
Billets to the basket. Score!
Should have been and one.
Billets with her second basket.
This is trouble here. Coming again.
And it could have...
away.
Oh, ball stolen by Levesque.
Races right by her.
Levesque to the basket.
Missed it.
Doesn't get it. Billets on the boards.
Jump ball.
And they're going to call a jump ball by Hoosac Valley. And Coach, he's leaving Billets in there with 3 fouls.
Yeah, this is a breaking point, Tim. I'm telling you. You can push this lead right now. Minichuk's got their starters on the bench.
Some hands on the hips out there.
Oh, wide open. McGrath.
Score to McGrath.
Good pass. Good patience out of bounds.
Adrian McGrath with 2.
Feel bad for this girl.
And the ball stolen by Robinson. She scores it. Riley Robinson. And Hoosac Valley now.
Tony. What are you doing, Tony?
has opened up a 15-point lead. Robinson, on
Got it.
beautiful shot there by Grono.
Got
She's got
it.
8
Wait.
points.
Leaking. McGrath
Leaking away.
leaking.
Scores it. Avery McGrath leaked away. She now has 8 points. 49-34. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Grono into the front court. Gonna tip it off. Billets working hard.
Oh, they had it. Got there, Avery. You had it.
Jumper.
Rotations are good.
Short jumper.
Billets
with a rebound.
wide open.
Reduces it away to McGrath.
Yeah, they're not getting back. Tony, what are you doing?
McGrath. Score!
Tony,
McGrath.
what are you doing, Tony?
McGrath. Avery McGrath on the leak out again. And just like that, Hoosac Valley has a 17-point lead.
Like I
And
said,
Abby Hugger will come in for Billets, who's a little bit winded. McGrath now to try to complete the three-point play here with 20 seconds to go in this third quarter.
keeping the natives happy.
Yeah, he does. 3 for 3 from the foul line tonight. She's got 11
Steal.
points. Yeah,
Fields got to take
Sarah
that
Fields.
pass.
And it's
Out
going
of
to turn
bounds.
back over to Hoosac Valley with 14 seconds.
Tony, what are you doing, dude? Boy, Minichuk better have another gear that we haven't seen yet.
Well, we're going to
fourth
find out
quarter.
here in the fourth quarter. In low to Hugger. And they're going to
Offensive
call
foul.
an offensive foul.
A whack
on
from
Hugger.
behind.
Hugger lowered her shoulder.
Wow.
Abby, I think that's why what they called here with 4 seconds. So Minichog.
Don't let him get behind you.
We'll get the ball back.
Don't let him get behind you. They just better eat it. She missed it out of bounds. She lost it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter of action. And it was a big one for Hoosac Valley as they have now opened up an 18-point lead here, 52-34. And I'll tell you, Hoosac Valley aggressively attacked the basket and expanded their lead to 18 points, Coach.
I'm dumbfounded. I just don't understand. I guess it's about getting everybody into the game at this point. So that's what it's all about.
And you want to catch up with all your high school basketball action. And certainly this week coming up, High School Basketball Weekly. Yours truly, Rick Boa, Channel 1302. We broadcast every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. It's rebroadcast Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, Sunday at 7 o'clock in the evening. We have a lot of great guests that come into the studio, call-ins, and, of course, a lot of highlights that we show of high school basketball action here in northern Berkshire County, as well as pretty much all of Berkshire County. High School Basketball Weekly. And, of course, we'll be having a special tournament selection show, and we'll be advertising more and talking more about that as we head down the wire here in this high school basketball season. So here we go, Coach, the fourth quarter of action.
Here we go.
Minichog and Hoosac Valley.
See what Minichuk has here.
He's got his starters back in. Chrono, step back. Does not get it, and Levesque with the rebound. Hoosac Valley has been just a step quicker to a lot of the loose balls and the rebounds. They're undersized, but they are really battling.
Valent? Nice word, Tim.
Well, it's getting late in the day. 8 seconds
There's
on
a
the
ball.
shot clock.
No call there. Calling these offensive fouls, but you're not calling that.
Ball on the ground, turned over to Minichog. Here comes Barry. Nice pass ahead to
There's the
Cronin.
first. That's what they can do. We got McGrath back, and look at Barry make up ground.
Oh, she's excellent. What an
World
athlete.
class speed.
52-36 Hoosac Valley here.
You said she's going for lacrosse? You sure,
It's my
you
understanding.
sure it's not track?
She covers a lot of ground very quickly.
So this is a big point here for Hoosac because Mitchell just got out in a quick one. That's a bad shot.
That is. Yeah, ball goes out of bounds. Over to Minichog with a 7:01 to go in this one. It's a 16-point Hoosac Valley lead, but this Minichog team is not going away.
Here comes Billets.
Billets back into the game.
Oh. Stay with Barry.
All
That's
ball
it.
stolen away there. And Hoosac Valley content to run some clock here and run their offense. Oh, backdoor pressed there at the field. A little bit too long. Drop down pass. I'm going to call a
Foul.
push underneath.
Yep.
And that's going to put Billets on the line. She'll
Yep.
shoot a 1-and-1. They're in the penalty. So Billets is going, all right, we're going to see who's
I'm
going
going
to
to
shoot
call it on
this.
Robinson
Yep.
up front.
Right, so Riley Robinson will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 here with 6:31 to go.
Got to get these. Got to stop that bleeding. Got it.
And she gets the first one. She's been very good from the line. 6 of 7 tonight. The senior tri-captain.
Missed it.
She's got 13 points on the night.
Got one though. That's good.
Nice pass on the backside. Missed the bunny. And the ball will go to Hoosac Valley on the tie-up. Battling all the way. Riley Robinson.
Physical. Just physical.
It's been a physical game right from the start.
That was the NFL. It'd be a late hit out of bounds.
Hoosac Valley has not backed down. They've gone toe-to-toe with this Minnetonka team tonight.
Yeah, you run Sarah down that silent, hit the middle, you're all set. They're just toying with him right now.
Sarah Field steps back.
Yeah, you got to understand what's going on now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and here comes
They're getting
Minnetonka.
out.
They break out
That shouldn't happen.
and score. So score the basket to Bartolome. Gabby Bartolome has 6 points now for Minnetonka, and it's a 15-point lead for Hoosac Valley with 5:45 to go in this ball game. And that could have been a foul, but it was stolen. And
There you
here
go.
comes Barry.
There you go.
And Hoosac Valley is going to call a timeout now as Minnetonka is on a little bit of a run.
Tony was toying with us a little bit. He wanted to make his girls work for it.
5:37 to go with Hoosac Valley up by 13 here at the Coaches versus Cancer Classic from Hoosac Valley. It's been quite a day here. And, of course, we want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television for the broadcast of this high school basketball action live from Hoosac Valley between Hoosac Valley and Minnetonka. And, of course, we covered earlier in the day Drury and Greenfield. We want to thank especially our producers and directors, Mr. Peter Gentile, and the fabulous one, Dave Fabiano, who stepped to the plate here and had some real technical expertise that he had to lend to the action. Dave Fabiano with a wonderful, of course, Peter, and we've got our sidekick right here, Sim from MCLA. From the state of Illinois, all the way from the state of Illinois. Okay, here we go with action. And Minnetonka pressing. They want to get Hoosac Valley to run. Hoosac Valley with a 13-point lead.
Goodbye.
And the ball stolen. That's another turnover.
Right out and at him.
And here they
There you
go.
go.
Grono comes at Hoosac Valley. It's now down to an 11-point lead.
There
And
you
the
go.
ball stolen away again. So Minnetonka on a run. Barry down the line. And they're going to call Billets with the foul. That's going to be her fourth.
I'm not sure we should be running out in these shooters. I think we should be doubling off.
53 now, 42. That's the third team foul for Hoosac Valley. 5:07 to go. It's an 11-point.
Barry
lead.
popping back. Look at a nice
Yeah,
pass.
nice
Good block, Billets.
Blocks by Billets.
Oh,
On Cronin. Nice defensive play. And Billets with 4 fouls. She's playing with abandon.
I thought he'd take her out. 5 minutes to go. Not sure he knows she's got 4. Timeout.
And timeout here.
Their offense has gone stale, Tim.
Well, they're trying to sit on that ball a little bit instead of attacking, which they did all that third quarter. Hoosac Valley. And, of course, hopefully everyone, we've got some folks listening in. This game is being simulcast on WMNB LP 107.1. We want to give a special shout out to all our fans down at West's in North Adams who are listening in. They always do on our simulcast. The good folks at West, Tom and Jeff. So hope you're enjoying the broadcast of tonight's high school basketball action between the Minnechaug Falcons and the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes. The score here with 4:47 to go in this ball game. Hoosac Valley up 53-42, but Minnechaug on a bit of a run. Hoosac Valley had this lead up to 18 points at one point, and it's down to 11. They have the ball with 15 seconds on the shot clock. So Minnechaug not going away here.
No, they're not.
And Levesque now with the ball out top. Gets it to Robinson. Back to Levesque. Robinson thought about it for a minute. Win.
Past the Billets.
And a shot clock violation.
Wynn should have made that bounce past the Billets. She had her for a layup.
And Gabby Billets is going to take a seat on the bench here. She's got 4 fouls, and Sarah Field in for her.
Yep. Actually, Avery McGrath's in for her.
Avery McGrath, you're right. So here we go. Down the lane and score it. Another basket there for Aparchik. She's got 6.
They just go right to the basket. That's all they do.
53-44, 9-point lead now.
Who's just got to get an offense? They got to get some kind of offense going.
And foul there. And that'll put Robinson on the line.
They got forearm shiver.
Right. Puts Robinson on the line in a 1-on-1 situation. Next foul will put Hoosac Valley in the double bonus as they lead, as Minnechaug has 9 team fouls.
Got it.
And she's got it. And she's been pretty solid at the foul line tonight. 6-7 for 9 from the line for the tri-captain, Riley Robinson.
Missed it.
Missed the second.
10-point lead.
But it's back to a 10-point lead as we hit the 4-minute mark of this ball game.
Going to the basket. Yep. Barry trying to show there.
And
That's a travel.
step back.
Barry again.
Oh, they're going to call it against Barry on the clear out. Nice box out action there by Robinson.
Yeah.
And Barry just out of frustration just
She'll be shooting 2 here.
leveled it out. And that's right. She's going to go back to the line now, and she's going to shoot a double bonus. And they're going to shoot 2 the rest of the way.
Yep. Here's where the game will be won, Tim. Missed it.
She's been on the floor the entire game for Hoosac Valley. She has not taken a breather.
Got it.
She gets 1 of 2. So back to an 11-point lead. And here comes Minnechaug.
Right to the
Grono.
basket. She's going right to the basket.
Grono just throws it up. It's Grono, and they're going to call a foul. Boy, I'll tell you. Crazy sequence there.
I just don't quite get it. She's going like a bat out of you-know-what. She plows into us, no call, and then they get up and they call a foul. It's like, what?
So Grono's going to go to the line here. She's got 10 points on the night. It's her first trip to the foul line. She's going to shoot a pair.
Good.
And she gets the first.
Jim gets silent when people are at the foul line, don't they?
It does.
Not sure why. Here comes Billett. She's back in. 3:38 to play in the game with 4 fouls. Watch Barry see if she can throw her around. Barry missed
And
it.
a call goes to Hoosac Valley.
Oh, look at Billett. She got that leg wrapped underneath her the wrong way.
And
Nice to be 14 years old.
Oh, boy, she gets up a little. So right, exactly. Okay, 55-45.
Here
It's
comes
a
some
10-point.
heat. Here comes the heat. A little tougher D. That's it, Avery.
McGrath up the
Get
sideline.
off the sideline.
Finds Robinson.
That's it. That's
And
it.
Hoosac Valley
That's
running
smart.
a little bit of clock here
That's
now.
smart.
They got the 10-point lead.
She got to get shots, so you got to get into an offense.
In low to Billets.
Nice
Finds
look.
Nice look. And Robinson. And
Levesque.
wow, look at this.
And 2 shots there for Levesque.
And she's going to go to the line now. What hustle there by Shaylee Levesque. Everybody battling. Both teams really playing their hearts out there. 3:07 to go here.
So what is it, 8:35? I just hit the 12-hour mark today, Tim.
Yeah.
It's been here since 8:30 this morning.
And Levesque.
Missed the first?
Yeah, she's 0 for 3 from the foul line tonight.
Got to come up and out. That's better. Short, though.
Yeah. So, Hoosac Valley comes up empty with that one. 3:07 to go. They got the 10-point lead. And here comes Grono again.
We'll give her that.
Yeah. And Sarah Field gets away with a rebound.
Yeah, we'll give Barry that all day long.
That's not her game.
No, that's right.
So now, Robinson out on top. Hoosac Valley running some clock here. We're under 3 minutes to go in this one. And they're content to run that shot clock down.
Absolutely. Playing your opponent right now is the clock. Once she gets under 3 minutes and you get a 10-point lead, it's the clock.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Give it to her. Yeah.
Step back. Oh, they get the ball back.
Beck is there.
Give a little credit to Billets there. She was
she battled Barry.
She was battling Barry on that rebound.
Absolutely. Barry couldn't get 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Hoosac Valley gonna run clock here. We're approaching 2 minutes to go. Again,
doing some back doors.
And a ball will stay with Hoosac Valley. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Right into America's play here.
Yep.
Watch Sarah Field coming to the corner for a 3. Billets is going to set a pick.
Robinson steps back.
Just
Can't get it. And that's going to, but they ran out the entire shot, actually almost a minute off the clock.
They did. That's correct.
A minute 48 to go. It's a 10-point Hoosac Valley lead here.
And again, that's your opponent right now.
And
that's it for Billets.
That's going to be it for Billets.
Yeah.
On the play. Trying for the steal.
This coach going to put in for Billets here. Kaylee Wynn.
Yeah. Gabby Billets is going to sit down. And the freshman had a pretty good all-around game. Finishes with 6 points, but boy, she was amongst the trees tonight.
Yeah,
and she didn't give an inch.
No, not an inch.
Crossover. Oh, down the lane.
That's easy.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Offensive foul. That's the third offensive foul drawn by Riley Robinson in this ball game.
Yeah.
She has more offensive fouls than some teams. Unbelievable. Third offensive foul by Robinson.
That was easy.
Yeah,
this team's easy to pick them up against because they just put their head down and go.
And McGrath. Hoosac Valley working it up. They're working it up slowly.
Riley's open on the side.
And they're just not going to, Hoosac Valley is kind of just said, we're going to run clock here.
Minichuk's letting them.
They don't need to score any more points to win this one. Well, it was a push from behind. Oh, boy, here we go.
Tackle her.
A minute 15 to go, and that'll put Robinson back to the line here in the double penalty.
Like Joey Bosa there.
Well, the fans got their money's worth in this one, Coach. This is high caliber high school basketball in Western Massachusetts. It doesn't really get much better than this, although you saw a great one on Thursday night down at Wacona.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Wacona is better than Minichuk. I've seen them both. I thought Minichuk was a little better. I see him now. I'm not too impressed.
The three-pointer doesn't go. And the ball is tapped out of bounds, so it'll go over to Hoosac Valley. They have the 11-point lead here with a minute 4 to go. 56-45.
I think Hoosac Valley and Wacona might be two of the best. I don't know. So I haven't seen Central. I know Minichog beat them earlier. I think Central's getting a little better, but I've seen Wacona and Hoosac the other night. That was a heck of a ball game, and they might be two of the best teams in Western Mass, period. Any division.
Well, you want to stay tuned. We're going to have some post-game interviews, I think.
Good. McGrath at the line. For two, she makes the first, 57-45.
And you look at this Hoosac Valley team, Coach, very difficult to defend. They put scores from all areas on the floor. And with billets underneath now, it makes them a tough out.
A little different tonight. Field, obviously. Sarah Field had a big night. Kept him going early on. Riley hit a couple threes, but then there was a lot of, we got that one big run we had on him. A lot of run-outs.
Yeah.
And then it's just been the foul line. I don't know how many we've taken, but we've taken quite a few foul shots here.
Yes, we have.
Circle, cut, and go. There you go. This game's over, Tim.
It is. As we're under 30 seconds to go. Hoosac Valley is going to come out of here with an impressive victory over the Minichog Falcons, for sure.
I saw coming into this week, and I was talking to Coach Wojcik, and he had mentioned that Robinson finishes it off with a banker. And there's Lovebeck with a steal. And that's stopping it. Keep playing. Just keep on playing.
Riley Robinson with a banker.
Yep.
$19 points on the night for Riley Robinson, the leading scorer for Hoosac Valley in this one. Followed up by Sarah Field with 17, and Field had some big three-pointers. She went on a real run. Robinson had 2 3-pointers herself. Hoosac Valley in this one had 8 3-point shots.
Novak knocked them both down. Academic.
It is. And that's going to do it here at Hoosac Valley. The Coaches versus Cancer nightcap. Hoosac Valley comes away with an impressive performance over Minichog. They win this one 62-47. And Coach, Hoosac Valley has his Minichog's number. They just can't get over the hump. Hoosac Valley has beaten Minichog 3 straight years.
Yeah, you're right. They have their number. Tonight was a little different. Again, I think the last 2 years, I think Minichog were a better team than they were this year. I'll say that. I think 2 years ago they had a really good team. Last year's team was okay, better. This year's team seems to be the best down in the valley. Just tells me the valley's not so hot this year, to be quite honest with you. But good ball game. It was physical. They were back at each other. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, it was. And for Minichog, Lily Grono, she was the leading scorer for the Falcons. She finished with 11 points. Lauren Berry had 8, and Hoosac Valley did a nice job on her pretty much all night long. Had her pretty well bottled up. Molly Cronin had 9 points as well. But you can't say enough about the heart of Hoosac Valley. They were outsized in this game, but they really stayed with it and battled the whole way. And I think they won the 50-50 balls. I think that was a big part of this game, Coach.
Yeah, just quicker to the ball. Yeah, I thought Minichog was a little longer, and they weren't as athletic as I thought they were. I heard they were pretty athletic. I saw them tonight for the first time live. I didn't believe that they were that athletic. And good team, but there's better teams that we played out there. Wacona being one of them.
Well, of course, we're going to be live on February 6th back here at Hoosac Valley for the rematch between Wacona and Hoosac Valley. That will be quite a ball game, and we'll be here for that one on February 6th. That should be a real dandy of a ball game. We saw Wacona earlier here this afternoon, and they had an impressive performance against Quabbin. They're as tough as any team Hoosac Valley is going to play all year long. No question about it.
You're going to spend $5. That's the game you want to spend it for. Because I got news for that. It's going to be a dynamite game.
Those two teams have really battled the last few years here in Division III, and as you've indicated, although they played twice in the regular season, you believe there's going to be a third matchup somewhere down the road.
Yeah, I just feel that they're the two best teams in Western Mass. Hampshire Regional looked pretty good today, defeating Mount Greylock. They seem to have a couple of decent players. But we'll see. Nora Young is a force inside for Granby, but they didn't have really much around her. So it's looking more and more like it's a two-team race. And maybe Hampshire Regional on a given night could give you a battle. But I think everybody wants to see that third game, and I think they all want to see it for the Western Mass title because it'll be a beauty.
Well, Hoosac Valley now goes to 9-3 on the season. Minnetonka drops their second game in a row. They're now 9-2, and looks like we're going to have some of the players from Hoosac Valley coming up here in the broadcast booth. And it looks like for one, we're going to have the senior tri-captains coming up here for this one. This has been quite a performance. We have with us Riley Robinson, Sarah Field, Shaylee Lebeck. And ladies, come on in here. come on in here. Remember, we're on live TV here, so you got to watch. All right. But I got to say one thing, guys. This was a much anticipated matchup. Of course, you've had Minnetonka the last 2 years, Riley, and I think they were looking for you guys this year in this one and thought they had a good chance of knocking you off. But I'll tell you, you guys played with a tremendous amount of energy in this one.
Yeah, I'm incredibly proud of my teammates. We came out with full heart. I thought we left everything out on the basketball court, and I'm so proud of everyone. We did a great job.
Well, Sarah, let me say this. Seth Curry's got nothing on you. I'll tell you, there's 3-point shots, and then there's 3-point shots. Some of those were from way downtown. You looked like you were really feeling it tonight.
Yeah, before the game, my shots weren't going in, so I was kind of getting a little nervous. But then in the game, I just let them go, and they would go in. So I was proud.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a really entertaining game to watch. And Shelly, this Hoosac Valley team this year is so difficult. Every game, somebody different kind of comes up, steps up. Against Waconia, you had a tremendous game tonight offensively. Tonight, you were all over the floor, but other people stepped up offensively.
Yeah, I'm really proud of my teammates. If one of us having an off night, we try to pick it up somewhere else. Someone always steps up, and that's just what we're all about. We like sharing.
Let me ask you this question. You had a tremendous rally right from the get-go. The energy level here, and we just talked about it briefly. It was really, really up. I mean, this Minnetonka team, they can really run it. They press and they run, and there were times there where both teams looked like they were a little bit gassed.
Yeah, Minnetonka is a great team, without a doubt. I think we just came into this game, Hoosac Valley, and just didn't worry about it. We played our game. I thought that we controlled the game very well, and we never let down. And we had a little bit of a break in the fourth quarter, but we bounced back and we finished strong, and I'm proud of that. I also think that with the Coaches vs. Cancer tournament, we take a lot of pride in that, and we had to represent our school and this tournament in the Cancer Society, and we really stepped up today.
Well, guys, I'll tell you, it was an entertaining game. The people that paid money to enter here and donate to the Coaches vs. Cancer certainly got their money's worth out of this one tonight, and we want to congratulate you on a great effort. And we want to bring in Coach Wojcik. Coach.
Thank you.
Coach, these games, I'll tell you.
Oh, man.
The fans are really treated. This is really great competition, high school athletics, the way it should be.
Absolutely. I mean, Minnetonka's an outstanding team, and they're a great ball club. They bring a lot to the floor, and I was just so proud of our kids tonight. I just saw the energy, effort, and all-out hustle all over the court tonight. I thought we were a step quicker to most things than they were, and I thought that was maybe the difference in the game.
And, Coach, you look at the effort that you've gotten from your team the last couple games, both the Wacona. I mean, that's in the space of the last 2 or 3 days, your team has put it all out on the floor.
Yeah, and that's a tough thing too. You battle it out with your rival on a Thursday night. We went over stuff. We went over Minnetonka yesterday, but really that's why I give a ton of credit to these kids, because to come out with the energy and effort they did after leaving it out on the floor Thursday night is just it's amazing, and really proud of them.
Well, we thought the key to the game coming in was that you're going to need to shoot the ball. Minnetonka has some good size, and you got some real good shooting tonight.
We did. I mean, we knew coming in. I knew the big likes to hang back a little bit, and we were able to pop Sarah a couple times with the big not coming out on her, and Sarah stepped up big for us and knocked down those threes. And a couple other kids, here and there. Annie hit one, Rye hit a couple, and next thing you know, you got a little bit of a lead. But no lead safe with them because of the way they play. I mean, I was even nervous going into the fourth quarter still. And, you have to make shots against a team like that.
Right. You certainly want to win these games, Wacona's, the Minnechogs, these games. But, there's a lot to be said for, somebody wins, somebody loses. But the level of competition and the effort that the players on both teams give in these kind of games, it makes you feel good about high school athletics.
Yeah, talking to Tony before the game, the Minnetonka coach, he said he was just looking forward to this because he knew, what kind of game it was going to be coming in, and he wanted to see his kids get in the middle of a good run. And so it's a battle. I think games like this, the Wacona game, season you for the tournament at the end of the year. You get used to playing in tough games, and you got to make plays. And even in the fourth quarter, they come back and they cut it to 9, and we still had to play to finish off the game. And the kids did, and it was great. And we'll keep plugging along.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great afternoon of high school basketball here for a great cause, Coaches versus Cancer. I know you put a tremendous amount of time and effort into it, and we want to thank you for your efforts there, and congratulations on another successful tournament.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and it was just a great day. We received a lot of extra donations. The officials gave us a sizable chunk of money, and different people handed me checks throughout the day. And we've all been touched by cancer negatively, in one way or another. So, we've been able to, give the American Cancer Society some decent money over the years, and hopefully it goes to helping people in the future.
Thanks, Coach, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Ron Wojcik from the Hoosac Valley Hurricanes, and once again, Coach Robinson, as we wrap this one up, this is really what high school athletics are all about. I mean, you've seen, especially you were able to see the game the other night with Wacona, young people really working hard at something, and win or lose, it does inspire you a little bit.
Well, you just talked to the 3 girls, and like they said, we just wanted to leave everything we had out on the floor tonight, and you saw it in their play. You saw it in Minnetonka's play. They were up and down the floor with Hoosac back and forth, and they did. These kids really laid everything they had out on the floor tonight, and that's all you can ask for out of kids. When they're doing that, they're doing, and that's what's the most important thing in this experience in high school, is that they're putting their efforts into something. Whether it be their homework or whether it be their extracurricular activities, you do it here, you'll do it in the classroom. And this is where it started here tonight. Just a great day, like you said, though, all around. Great day.
Well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here from Hoosac Valley at the Coaches versus Cancer Classic. Hoosac Valley coming away with an impressive 62-47 victory over the Minnetonka Falcons. We want to thank Northern Berkshire Community Television, Joanne Hurlbut, who manned our cameras, Peter Gentile, of course, always with us, and Dave Fabiano, who really rescued a lot of this broadcast with his technical know-how. We had some technical problems down the road, but they all did a tremendous job. And, of course, I want to thank my sidekick here, Coach Robinson, for his insight into this one. Our next broadcast will be right back here at Hoosac Valley. February 6th will be live as the Hurricanes take on the Wacona Warriors in a rematch here in in Berkshire County basketball. So we'll see you back then. For Bill Robinson, I'm Tim Morey saying good night from Hoosac Valley High School.